What's up, everyone? It is your girl Jill Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today I got a face full of dupes, girl. So I got a dupe to a contour, I got a dupe to a bronzer, I got a dupe to a setting powder for the face, and then I got a dupe to a blush. Sorry, y'all, my mom called when I was in the middle of telling y'all all the stuff I was gonna put on my face. So of course y'all know I had to grab the Maybelline contour one when I found out they had more shades than, of course, the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I wanted to see how they were like side by side, because this product to me is just okay, and then the fact is it's only like 2 shades. I was just like So I got that, and then I got this. Then I got another shade of the Charlotte Tilbury in my Teresa's Dead Voice. And the shade 13, they had little samples that you could get. So I got shade 13 that we're going to try out today. So I don't have any concealer. Then when I tried the House Labs bronzer, I knew it reminded me of something. It reminded me of the Nabla Skin Bronzing Sun-Kissed Effect Bronzing Powder. And y'all know these be 50% off at Ulta during 21 Days of Beauty, like the spring sale. I'm pretty sure all these, the skin glazes and the bronzer were 50% off, and this stuff is amazing. It's just as nice as this. So I want to wear test them side by side and see how they work. So we're gonna do that. Sorry about hearing the trash people outside. Then this Hourglass Blush, I have a dupe for it from Be Perfect. So the berry tone one in here, because y'all know people love to make berry tones for brown people, like, you know, we don't like any other color blush, but you know, that's the one that usually looks the best on our skin tone, which is I understand why everybody puts it in their palette. God, why is this thing so difficult to open? Y'all, seriously, I was on the struggle bus trying to see how to open it. So yeah, as you can see, the shades are pretty similar of both of these when I show it to you. So we're gonna try them side by side and see how they wear. So I just got a whole bunch of stuff to wear, test along each other. Last but not least, I got another Charlotte Tilbury product. I'm gonna try the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Powder up against the one from Westman Atelier, because this one is quite a bit more. So what I'm gonna do is all the more affordable stuff is gonna go on this side. So obviously the Charlotte Tilbury powder is gonna go on this side because it's cheaper than this one. If y'all remember, this one was a $75 powder, as tiny as this is. And then this one is only, I think, 48 or 50 something. I don't know. The prices on these things have gotten outrageous. So I'll try to remember the link down below how much this stuff costs. But me being me, I probably won't, because, you know, I forget to do stuff like that. So sorry. Let me zoom you on in so we can put this concealer on, girl. So y'all have already seen the review on this concealer. I did it with the Patrick Ta foundation, and I'm so glad I bought a shade that was too light, because if y'all remember the Patrick Ta foundation, I bought a shade too dark. I have on the Milk Makeup foundation stick right now. I know they just came out with a concealer, but I'm probably not buying it. They scarred me with that Hydro Grip what is that, concealer primer and eyeshadow primer thing. So it's like I don't even want to be bothered with them anymore. So no, we're not doing that. And now I'm looking at this foundation isn't looking that great. Like 2 years ago when I bought it, I thought it was amazing, but now I'm just like, you know. So here's shade 13. I don't feel like there's too much of a difference. I feel like it's a little bit deeper than, you know, the one I initially used, but it's not, you know, too much difference. And I had to build up the coverage quite a bit, and then I didn't feel like it blended out the easiest when it warmed up to the skin, so I wasn't crazy about that part. But you know, I thought it'd just be easy to do a face full of dupes today, because I got 3 other eyeshadow palette videos to do. Like I gotta do the new Made by Mitchell palette, I gotta do the, what palette is that, the what's it called, the Cinderella palette from Sigma. My Diypansy, they sent me the wrong thing. Let me tell y'all a story about this foolishness. Okay, so I ordered Diypansy Lightworks when they had it available for pre-order for holiday or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'll get it now. So it was supposed to arrive at my house, what was it, Wednesday? Thursday? Wednesday. So it shows up, and it's not what it's supposed to be. They sent me the damn Fantasia palette from the One Stars collection. I'm like, how the fuck did you confuse these palettes? How the hell did you confuse this bright, colorful ass palette with this neutral ass palette? Like, what are we doing this for? Did I get the motherfucker who didn't feel like coming to work today, and they was just like, they was going, you know, just throw anything in the box and go, because Sephora had pissed them off, and my order had to take the brunt of them being pissed off? Like, because why couldn't you get that right? How did you get this $50 palette confused with a $125 palette? Like, not to mention one is colorful and the other one is not. Like, what was our thought process behind this? I was really trying to understand, y'all. Okay, so let's take this contour stick from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's like a $40-something stick or something. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'll try to remember to link this stuff down below. I make no promises, because I'm me and we know I will forget to do so. So just leave me alone. So I'm sculpting with this one. My problem with this one, of course, is y'all know, like, the shade range. Like, where's the rest of the shades? Because to me, this isn't truly a deep dark shade. And it's like I have to put a deeper powder on top of this to bring out the accent of the color of it. Because I feel like it's just not doing that much. I mean, I see a little something, but, you know, like, I guess because I'm used to other brands, like, giving me more color options and variety. To me, this is kind of like, okay. That's it, though. Like, I don't get to pick any other color besides this. Because, yeah. So, we're going to take this one from Milani now. As you can see, it has a little baby wand on it. It reminds me of the NYX concealer. Y'all know that one or whatever. But look at the color of this. So I'm trying to focus on. Thank you. So that's the color of this one. We're going to see if it goes on any deeper than, oh Lord, I feel like they about the same shade. So maybe I got the wrong shade in it because it's not doing much better than what's her face. Matter of fact, I think hers might be deeper and it's like this. And you see how dark this is in the container, but like it's not on the face, it's not giving it all. I'm just over here like, oh girl, no. And I feel like I shouldn't have had to buy the darkest shade to get that to happen. So to me, this is already a fail. Because it's like, anytime you lighter than this Charlotte Tilbury one, and y'all, yeah, no. I mean, like, they feel like about the same going on the face. So to me, this one feels cooling. And I don't feel like the Charlotte Tilbury one felt like it was cooling. So that's interesting to me. But anyway, let's get to blending them out. So I'm going to start off with this one. I feel like I'm going to have to build this one up more to be able to see more because it was lighter than I expected it to be. In spite of it looking darker in the container. So, I don't know. But see how I'm saying? I feel like when I blend both of them out, they just blend away and I don't really feel like I see a difference in either side. So this is Charlotte's side. Oh, I guess you can see. I see about the same coloring with both of them though. So I bought a shade that matched the Charlotte Tilbury one apparently. But the difference is, if I wanted to get a deeper shade in this one, I could. I feel like in Charlotte Tilbury, y'all know I can't. So there's that. But that's what it looks like. I'm going to build it up just a little bit more just to see if we can get more color build up to it. This is quite messy. But yeah, so build it up, like dot it on a little bit more. I don't like how small this sponge thing is either. But I don't really like necessary sponging products like this anyway. So I left this concealer sitting on so long, y'all. I'm hoping it'll like blend out at all by the time I get, you know, ready to do so. I would usually do that in the middle of the nose and all that, y'all know that. But I'm just like, we're not doing that today. We're just not. So let's blend out this concealer. Oh yeah, it's still giving me like playtime to blend even though we did all that other stuff. So I was interested in this contouring wand, but it just, I don't know. Let's see how she blended it out. So I don't know, I like the smoothness of this one. I feel like this contour is a little more subtle and this one's a little more harsh, if you will. So that's what I like about the Milani side, and the fact that like I said, I can get more colors in it if I choose to. Like I can buy a deeper shade. I was gonna buy the deep shade just to see, like, you know, how the range is gonna look. But this is the one I just decided to order online. I was gonna get a highlighter one, but then I was like, I don't have a Charlotte Tilbury highlighter one, so there's kind of no a point. But I'm thinking I might try a darker shade in the Milani one if I like it. We'll have to see how it wears and it'll help me determine if I need to get a darker shade or not. So we done blend out the concealer, real cute and nice. Like I said, I just wanted you all to see a different shade on my skin tone. I decided to do all these wear tests, all these other things. I was like, why not? We're just gonna, you know, do everything together. Yeah. And yes, you will see some of these things in the main chick side chick video. Because some people just come to see dupe videos from me. So I want to be mindful of them as well. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that. But now I'm going to just powder underneath my eyes with the LYS powder. The banana shade. What is the name of this shade? Ambition. So I'm going to just do that real quick. Y'all, so the Natasha Denona what is it, gondola has gone down quite a bit in my store. I heard she was going down in a whole bunch of stores though, so I don't know if that means the brand's not doing well before like she was hoping, like what exactly is going on with that. But I know my gondola went down quite a bit, and they gave her gondola basically to Makeup by Mario, because I think she had like a whole gondola, a half a gondola to herself, and now she has like half a gondola. But you know, Makeup by Mario has like the rest or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay. I don't think I bought a powder here to set my face with y'all. Like the rest of my face. So I'm gonna have to grab a makeup powder out the drawer real quick just to set the rest of my face, because you know we can't not set it. I have oil in my screen. That's not a thing we can do. As a matter of fact, I powder my face off camera, then I come back and we can like set up the contour with the Nabla versus the wait, no, I do have a face powder done. Y'all, we're so special here. Did I bring my powder brushes? Okay. So got my powder brush, and this is going to be the Charlotte Tilbury side because you know that's cheaper than the Western Tilbury, like I said. Just reminding you, so you remember this is the affordable side and that's the high-end side. So only thing we have is the same on both sides is the LYS powder. Everything else is gonna be the high-end side and the horrible side. Just need to set down this foundation. So. I still can't believe how similar both the contours are, even though that shade in that package looked really deep. So let's put on this Westman Atelier powder now. The mirror is so much smaller than the Charlotte Tilbury one. So I'm over here like trying to subtly look and see myself without, you know, too much. So this is what the face is looking like right now. Now that we have set both sides with, you know, both the cute little powders or whatever. Now let us get into the bronzer. Okay, so pack up my little goodies as I go so I can, you know, be ready and prepared to do. So I'm gonna spray my face like I normally do when I set with powders. Just take this e.l.f. Beauty Shield and let the powder sink into my face. I feel like normally the what is it, the Westman Atelier one feels more hydrating when I put it on. I didn't necessarily get that feel this time around, so I thought that was interesting. That's something I should point out. I normally feel the hydration when I'm putting it on my face, but that time I didn't. I don't know what's going on with that or why, but I feel like it should be noted. So let's get these bronzers. So the Nabla one, we're gonna put on this side. I love this bronzer. The only thing I will say is the downside of the Nabla one is they don't have that many shades. So if you're darker than my skin tone, you're not gonna be able to find a shade in their bronzer. And if you do, you're gonna have to like build it up quite a bit. As you can see, mine is well loved. Like the name is not even there anymore. I think the only thing you can see is an N. Look how gorgeous that color is. Like, oh yes, give it to me now, but yes. I love this bronzer so much. I was used it a lot this summer. I like to use it with the, what is it, the what's his name, the Makeup by Mario cream enhancer thing that he came out with. I don't use his face powder as a bronzer like he says you can, or I usually try to use it as an all-over face powder when I want an extra glow to my skin, when I'm using more of a matte foundation, or I'll use it as, you know, look at how it's sculpted and gorgeous I look, honey. Yes. So let's get into this bronzer, because this one is like, I think $40 or something like that, which is high. But I feel like they give the same vibe. Like when I put it on, I feel like it looks the same. I feel like it feels the same on the skin. Now the Nabla one doesn't swatch that well. You have to like build it up. But I feel like they give that same satiny look and feel to the face. So here's what both of them look like. If you can see, they match so close to my skin tone. I feel like it's hard to see. But you see they both have like that satiny sheen to them, if you will. Tap it off and get the setting. It's Charlotte Tilbury. But you see what I'm saying? Like I feel like they both have that same satin finish. It's just the undertones are different. Like I feel like the undertone of this one has a little bit more gold in the House Labs one, whereas I feel like the one from Nabla has more of a neutral undertone, which is why it has the effect it has on the skin. But I feel like they give the same type of satiny like finish to the face, except the the House Labs one's a little more matte, and my shade I feel like I picked is a little bit lighter. But see what I'm saying? Like they both give like that glow of satin type bronzing to the skin. It's just more of a yellow undertone with the one we're putting on now, and more of a neutral undertone when it comes to the other one, and a little tad bit darker. So Nabla to me is just a tad bit darker, but I feel like they're giving us the same effect, if you will. And there's more shades in House Labs than there is in Nabla, so just keep that in mind. Lastly, let's get on to this blush, child. So I'm gonna just use the highlighter that's in this palette right here, but for both sides of my face. But the blush we're gonna do a battle of as well. So I'm going to put the Hourglass on this side. So I'm just going with my brush real quick and cute like, and now I don't know if it's gonna go with the eye looks I'm doing today, and as you can see it's quite pigmented. I didn't pick up that much, and it's giving all this, like I'm telling y'all, I didn't even brush in that much, and we getting all of this. So I'm just like, okay, it's giving a nice luminous satin sheen to it, kind of like the Gucci blushes do, that luminous effect that they have. But I feel like it gives a little bit more pigmentation than those. I feel like with those you really have to build them up to get any sort of pigmentation, like y'all saw when I used it on top of the Natasha Denona Dream Collection palette. So this is what our luxury side looks like before we add highlighter. Let's get into our affordable side. At least the majority of it's affordable. I think it's only one high-end thing over here. That would be the you know, Charlotte Tilbury powder. But again, when the other powder is $75, I can't say that Charlotte is luxury this time. So let's, as you can see, even the colors are somewhat similar. I mean, I feel like this is a little bit more of a deeper purple, but it's definitely getting more pigmentation. I still didn't pick up as much on this brush either, so I didn't pick up that much on either one. One is just more pigmented than the other, in my personal opinion. And this one isn't going to sheer out as easily as this one does, as you can see. So that's the only difference I'm seeing so far when it comes to the blushes. They both are that big gelée type formula. It's just the color of the color is slightly different. Matter of fact, let me swatch both the colors so y'all can see. I just feel like the Be Perfect is slightly, and I mean slightly deeper than the Hourglass, but they're giving the same type of satiny luminous finish to them, and they're giving a similar enough color to where I feel like I can have one or the other one and be fine. So there's that. And the Be Perfect ones obviously will go on sale for a better deal than the Hourglass ones, so just keep that in mind too. So the first one right here, this is the Be Perfect, and that's the Hourglass. So as you can see, there's a very subtle difference in between the colors, and I feel like on the face, unless you super close up to me, it's not gonna be that big a deal. So this is what your finished face looks like. Let me back on up real quick. This is what the finished face is looking like. Some besides you like better. I like the fact that this blush is a little bit more pigmented, so I like a little bit more of a pigmented blush. I know some people like a lot of subtle ones like this, as long as you can blend it out once it gets on the face. So that, to me, that might be a little bit of a downside on this side, because y'all saw it blending and it wasn't like blending out and shearing it, or you might just have to take a really long time to do it, and I didn't want to make y'all sit here and wait while I tried to do that. So but this is your luxury side, and this is your more affordable side, if you will. So I'm gonna go off camera, finish my face, give my life in order. I'll check in with y'all later. Okay, girl? Okay. So I've returned y'all with all this stuff on my face. It is 11:51, so it's almost 12 o'clock. And y'all, if y'all remember, I put this on around 11:30, 12 o'clock. So I've had one for a while. I have the Cold Hearted Lip Gloss, or Cooling Lip Luminizer from Fenty, so I figured we can try that out now, because I forgot to put something on my lips before this video started. So, you know, she conveniently came through and saved the day. Shout out to you, Miss Rena, girl. Thank you. He's getting all the reviews today, girl. Let's see how it goes. strawberry smell to it. I call it another Fenty lip gloss. It feels cooling on the lips. Y'all know it's just a classic clear color. And like I said, it has a menthol thing to it. I'm starting to feel a little bit of the plumping, but it's not like anything crazy or outrageous. So it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. We're cool. Let me zoom you all in there. Let me look at my face. Yeah, as usual, I haven't looked at my face, so let's look at it together. Shit, I'm gonna grab a cute little mirror here and investigate real quick. So I feel like the nose is the most oiliest place on my face. I feel like it always is though. Like all up in here, if y'all can see, it's just super oily. The weird thing is I feel like this side of my face is oilier than this side of my face. I know it doesn't have anything to do with what we tried because we didn't put the setting powders there. We put them down toward the bottom of my face. So let's talk about that. I would definitely say that the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, setting powder I put on my face, or finishing powder, to me this side looks less oily than this side does. So there's that. This side overall to me just looks more oily. However, both the blushes lasted extremely well. Both the bronzers lasted extremely well, so I think they did a great job and they're really comparing to each other. And so did both of the cream contours. Even though I feel like this one looks a little bit deep, but I remember the bronzer on this side was a little bit deep when I applied it, so that's why they're looking similar. Okay, yeah, the lips are definitely feeling like the cooling and the plumping to them, but it's not like that harsh Too Faced effect that's going on. Now, I didn't try the Huda one, so I don't know if it feels similar to that, but it just feels cooling and nice on the lips, and it's supposed to be giving the plumping effect that I feel like I see a little bit of plumping, but you know, I like this one better. I like the heat, so if I had to pick between the heat and the ice, I picked the ice. I'm not really a fan of the heat, but that's just a personal preference thing. Anyway, back to this. I think both products worked pretty well. Like just about all the dupes worked pretty well and the same. I feel like the blushes lasted pretty well. This one was more pigmented automatically though, to be perfect if you remember, so of course it lasted longer. But the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray that I put on my face, I feel like it's what held everything together pretty well. If you're curious on my eyes, this is the Mangoes palette from, what's his name? Made by Mitchell, that he recently just came out with. I ordered it from Beauty Bay, and y'all get a video on that later on, but that's what's going on with the eyes right now. So I'm loving everything we tried on the face. In comparison, it's just like for some reason this side is oilier than this side. I was fine with the color 11.75 that I used with the concealer, but the shade 13 works just as nice, so it's just all about a preference, if you will. I'm just shocked that the skincare infused powder, I feel like makes my face look more oily than the Charlotte side, because if you see, the Charlotte one doesn't have as much of a glare as this side does, and the only difference is, you know, that I used a different powder on each side, so that's interesting to me. Yeah, but those are my thoughts. Everything worked out pretty well and pretty much the same. It's just, for some reason, this side of the face is oilier than this side. And the funny thing is, the side with all the expensive products is more oily than the side without all the expensive products. So that's interesting to me. But those are my thoughts on everything I tried along my face. You all can let me know below, know which side you like the best. I'm kind of actually leaning toward the affordable side better than I am the high-end side, which is a shock, because y'all know I'm a high-end luxury type girl. And, you know, the fact that I'm loving the affordable side more than that side to me is shocking, but you know, it happens sometimes. Like in some of those magic side chicks, y'all see, I'd be like, I'll choose the affordable thing more than high-end things just for the price point, things of that nature. So those are my thoughts on these products, and you can let me know your thoughts down below. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.